That true agape love is always available. How often?
Always
available, and that it is experienced by choice. So you can wake up in the morning and feel not so good physically, but by choice you can claim that you're going to feel good that day and have a good day no matter what. That's how powerful we are. Perhaps a deeper commitment to acceptance, release, letting go, or forgiveness can glide you forward into a heavenly holiday to remember. Say jingle bells.
Jingle bells.
This month it is the understanding of relationships. Boy, this has been a deep one. And remember, we're not creating these opportunities for us to be aficionados of relationship. We are relationship machines. It's not just a lovey, kissy, kissy. We're talking about we have a relationship with our health. We have a relationship with nature. We have a relationship with everybody we meet and then we don't meet. That's just the way it is. And so we want to take this on to see how this thing can flow and how can we do it so that it becomes more powerful and more loving. Because what the world needs now is what?
Love.
Sweet love. One of the main takeaways from this month is the concept of the hierarchy of relationships. The first and most important relationship is the relationship between you and your Creator, whatever you choose to call that. And I love people who say, I don't believe in God. I say, that's cool, man. Just worship your breath, because it came from somewhere. You didn't get it at Walmart. You didn't get it at Nordstrom's. Hello, there's something somewhere that is giving you this out of love. So your relationship with your Creator, the essence of your life and your breath, is your number one relationship. Secondly, is your relationship with your spiritual self. Let me hear you say, me and me.
Me and me.
Ah, I love that. Because if you can get the first one straight and the second one straight, then you're cool coming out of the gate. And then and only then, your family, your tribe of choice, or extending to whoever touches your butt that makes you feel good. From that point forward, then you can allow that relationship energy to flow. But a lot of times we get it flipped, we get it twisted, and we start trying to have relationships beginning with the outside layer, and we haven't gotten the inside layer straight, and we're wondering why we have so many challenges, so many divorces, so much violence in the relationship area. Yes?
Yes.
The lesson is learning that when your primary relationships are tight, God and I and I, when those relationships are tight, all the rest will be all right. Let me just say it'll be all right.
It'll be all right.
So whatever you might have changed about your relationships over turkey dinner, begin with the conscious decision to work on yourself. The one mental tool that, when used, creates such relief in this area of relationship, in this deep work, is the power and freedom of forgiveness. Today's title is Honoring the Give in Forgiveness. Say it. Honoring the
give in forgiveness.
Yeah, look at that word. Forgiveness. Forgive. Give for. Okay, here we go. I love the fact that this as metaphysical rebels, I'm talking about you and myself, we are spiritual warriors and we're also light workers. Yes?
Yes.
We look at the joy of Thanksgiving also as a time to clear our own belief systems of whatever is necessary to experience the bliss of uncut gratitude. The rest of the holiday season becomes more of a happiness fest, with gratitude in the heart and love in the mind, when we do the inner work stimulated by family ties and outdated seasonal memories. So when stuff happens during the holidays, because of what happened in the past that makes you uncomfortable, it's just a wake-up call. It's just an alarm. It's just a nudge for you to wake up and start doing things differently, beginning with, say the word forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
We can give ourselves permission to open up and find ways to forgive ourselves when we forget to come from love. When we forget to come from love, we can forgive ourselves. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
We can forgive ourselves when we lose sight of our kindness, of our compassion, and our respect for others and ourselves. Yeah?
Yeah.
So especially now, all you light workers, I mean, with all this news and all of this hate and all of this visceral and all of this separation stuff, finding bliss in your own heart, finding a place to forgive is really where the world is changing. I'm a firm believer that no matter what you read in the papers, no matter what is being said on the news, that there is a tsunami of love running around this planet and we are part of the first wave. Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
That's the truth about the whole thing. As spiritual beings, having this physical experience, this human experience, and with no Google reference on how to do this thing called life. We continue to experiment from experience to experience, especially in relationships. Say, I love my relationships.
I love my relationships.
Say it like you mean it.
I love my relationships.
Especially doing the necessary inner research, accomplished through dedicated mindfulness, stillness, and meditation. So the research that I'm talking about is all about investing in stillness. The research I'm talking about, you don't need to go to Google. Your Google is in here. But you have to shut up, sit up, and be quiet and listen in order to get that direction. You've got a GPS to whatever it is your greatest desire is. But if you keep wallowing in the past and fretting about the future, you're not listening to God's positioning system. Are you with me so far? Yes? Recognizing that forgiveness is simply giving forward. We discover the blessing in giving ourselves a break from self-doubt, giving ourselves a break from self-sabotage, and powerfully turning it all around by giving love for hate, giving peace for violence, giving compassion for judgment, and giving understanding for gossip. Oh, man, how much gossip was around that table? Tell yourself, I forgive myself.
I forgive you.
And all of you that were on a diet and said, I'm eating whatever comes in front of my mouth, say, I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
Turn to your neighbor and say, always give for love.
Always
Give for love. That's true forgiveness. Always give for love. The continuing holiday work rests upon our willingness to give love for ourselves, then give love for others by uncovering, facing, and transforming any and every feeling, thought, or belief that has been swept under the rug of our consciousness, hidden behind the walls of our fears of embarrassment, or covered up by the blankets of our despair. Turn to your neighbor and say, let it out, baby.
Let it out, baby.
Who's reading from Joe Dispenza this morning? Yeah.
Jake would like to help me.
Jake is going to
All
help.
right.
Mama Son. Let's hear it from Mama Son. Absolutely. Forgiveness, forgiveness, forgiveness. How blessed are we to have a young person?
Yes.
Fully break the habit of being yourself, say goodbye to cause and effect, and embrace the quantum model of reality. Choose a potential reality that you want. Live it in your thoughts and feelings.
Choose a potential reality that you want. Say this with me. I choose
I choose
a potential reality
a potential
that I want. I let go of my perception of my old reality
my perception of my own
so I can be clear
so I can
in creating the new.
Give thanks ahead of actual event.
Oh, give what?
Thanks.
Thanks ahead of the actual event. I know a lady in this room right now who really loves Red Corvette. Sing it with me. Little red Corvette. And she had this idea that she was going to get this red Corvette. Every time she came through the line and hugged me, I'm getting my Corvette. I'm getting my Corvette. She had pictures of it in her mind. She gave thanks before she got it. And you better believe she got it. Top down and everything.
Can you accept the notion that once you change your eternal state, you don't need the external world to provide you with a reason to feel joy, gratitude, appreciation, or any other
Say it with me. When I do the inner work,
I
I don't need outer validation.
don't need outer validation.
My ticket's already punched.
My ticket's already punched.
When your body experiences that the event is occurring in that moment and it feels real to you, based solely on what you're focused on mentally and are feeling emotionally, then you are experiencing the future now.
So we have this thing called visioning that we do, and people, who don't get into it, they can't wrap their mind around it, and that's okay. Maybe one day they will. But the point of visioning is to see what it is that you truly want, feel it, smell it. Are you with me so far? Walk through the senses of that imagined idea so that you actually have that visceral experience of already being there. And then just like in the 5-step prayer treatment, you finally say, thank you, I accept. And so it is. Yes?
Yes.
That's how it works. We do it all the time in the negative. Let me hear you say, I forgive myself.
I forgive
And so from
myself.
now on, we're gonna just flip the script and do it for the highest good.
The moment that you are in that state of being is that now moment and present in that experience.
And how do you find the present? How do you find the present when you're on the 405, somebody just gave you the international finger of love, you're late for the dentist's office, your car is coughing, come on somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
You stop, take a deep breath, and remind yourself that God and I are one. Therefore, I'm in my divine right place. I quit beating myself up. I accept that I'm in this beautiful freeway of love. Come on.
Yes.
And I'm just going to be a blessing. That's all there is to it.
That's when you are connected to all possible realities that exist in the quantum field. Remember that you are in the past or the future based on your familiar emotions or anticipation of some effect. You don't have access to all possibilities the quantum field holds. The only way to access the quantum field is by being in the now.
Oops. Being in the what?
Now.
Being in the what?
Now.
So let go of the past. As we say it all the time, let go of what you think might happen in the future. 9 times out of 10, it never does. Come on. But be in the now. Where do you take a deep breath? Where was that taken? Go back and take it again. You can't. Take one ahead of time. You can't. You can only breathe in the now. Since breath is life, life is.
Keep in mind that this cannot be just an intellectual process. Thoughts and feelings must be coherent. In other words, this
Okay.
You're doing a good job. Man, you're teaching us to be brave and step up no matter what.
We're right here with you.
Thoughts and feelings must be coherent. In other words, this meditation requires that you drop down about 10 inches out of your head and move into your heart.
Ooh, the head-heart connection. Ernest Holmes taught so much from the intellectual concept of all of these laws and things, yes?
Yes.
But towards the end of his life, he said he wished he would have taught more about love. The thought and the feelings coming together. You can't have one
Without the other.
Oh, y'all sound good. This is a choir.
Open your heart and think about how it would feel if you embodied a combination of all the traits that you admire and that make up your ideal self.
Woo! Let's hear it.
Yes.
Forgiveness is the energy release valve for all of this sacred inner work. Say forgiveness. Forgiveness breeds the confidence necessary to bring into the light what you've been avoiding. Say forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
Setting yourself up for personal success by taking charge of your inner storehouse of energy. Getting the contaminants of negative persuasion out by allowing yourself to acknowledge that they served you once in the past, but no more. No more. No more. It may be past time to let them go, but it's the perfect time to transform that energy through loving yourself in the present, in the now, as perfect, whole, and complete. Repeat after me. I am.
I am.
Perfect, whole, and complete.
Perfect. Whole, and
Right
complete.
now.
Right
Close
now.
your eyes. Close your eyes. Breathe. Take a deep breath. Now repeat it. I am.
I am.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I am whole.
I am whole.
I am complete.
I am complete.
Right now.
Right now.
In this moment.
In this
With
moment.
this breath.
With this breath.
And so it is.
And so it
You
is.
see, that's how you talk yourself off the edge. That's how you bring yourself back in. Are you with me? You remember who you are. You are an expression of life, breathing life through every moment into this experience. Now repeat after me, everybody. I give myself a release.
I give myself a release.
I give myself a pardon.
I give myself a
I give myself a free pass
I give myself a
to move into newness and better,
To move into newness.
especially
especially
because all I have
Because all I have
is today,
is today.
right now.
Right now.
Who's reading from Singer? Let's hear from Trish. Yeah.